Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Golden Gloves Chat Show. With me, I've got the magic man, Ricardo Malajika.
Yes,
Welcome, Ricardo.
I'm lovely.
Welcome. I want to talk to you, Ricardo. We haven't chatted for a while on the Golden Gloves Chat Show.
Yes, I
And there's a lot of people out there that now that you've had 12 fights and you're becoming an important fighter out there, they want to know a little bit more about you. So I want to ask you about your background before we even talk about your big fight coming up. Where did it all start for you, the love for boxing? How old were you and where did it start?
It started way back. I think I was 7, 8. Uncle Brian should know Loverts in them days. You have to gym in the south. So I was on a building. I used to stay with a flat, but we were on the top of the building. So as I looked over the window, my brothers were like running, jogging with the boxing team. So I said, well, those are my two brothers. There,
And you were what, 9 years old?
Yeah, no, say 8.
8 years old,
7,
okay.
somewhere there. So I was like, no, those are my two brothers down there. And I like basically ran down the stairs and
They were running to the boxing gym?
no, they were hitting the chalk. They already started,
Okay.
so they were like hitting the chalk, the normal chalk, they hit the root. So I was like, no, man, there's my brothers down there. So they joined and I didn't know about it. So I ran downstairs and I just followed the crowd and then just led me to the boxing gym. And as a kid, it's exciting to see bags and people wearing gloves, wraps. So that's how I
Fantastic.
started.
And that's where it all started for you as like an 8-year-old little boy.
Definitely.
And then you became one of South Africa's most decorated amateurs of all time. A lot of people don't know that. They see Ricardo Malajika, the magic man, there fighting as a professional. But you actually are one of South Africa's most decorated ever. Tell us about how many titles you won and how it worked for you in your amateur ranks.
So the funny part is when Lovers closed down, I went to the south. So I didn't box for a year, and then when I got to the south, there was Billy, and he had a gym there. So he was also with Lovers before, but when they closed down, he opened up there in the south.
That's in South Hills.
In South Hills, yes. So when I went there, there was few boxers there. They've been going to the essays with Pusak and all of them, and then I went and I asked him, did they ever have an essay champ here? Because back then, the amateurs, the SA champ was a big thing. This was like the WBC title for us. So he was like, no, we only got to the SAs, but maybe got knocked out. And so I told Billy, I'll be the first to bring the title home. And he's like, no, a lot of people say that. And so from that day, he took me in, he groomed me. And all I did was work hard. And then...
And so how old were you when you won your first South African title?
I think I was 10. 10 having my schoolboys. There was a school called Schoolboys Night, my essay title. Then when I won it, he was so excited. He cried because he's been there. I think I was the first one to put him in the team. He hasn't been there.
Billy. He was like a father figure to you, eh?
Very big person to me. He played a good role in my life. Make sure if I'm running, he brought me some things to run at night because I used to run at night. This was the time when I was free and he didn't like that, but he gave me a reflector thing to run with. And then from there, I started going to the essays and started building my name there. So it was nice, And
you won quite a few South African titles.
Yeah, so for my first one, I went back, won my second one. I went back, I think 2012, that's when I lost by the semifinals with a Cape Town person. And then from there, it was hard so for me, When I came back, immediately I went back to the gym, I trained. It only happens once a year. So I was training for the same person. My December was just training. Even Billy said, we closed this. I was like, fine, I'll train at home. I trained at home. When the essays came the next year, I went straight out. My goal was to find the person that I lost by. And unfortunately, he never made it in his team the time. Then I just won the essays. And I got back on the running track. So I'm like, looking at me, I like 6-time SA champ, 6 or 7.
Wow.
Been long, 6 or 7 SA champ. But it starts off by Gautengs, Joburgs then Gauteng. So by Joburgs, I'll be, say, 7-time SA champ. Then we move to Gautengs, I'll be 7-time SA champ. When you move to SAs, I'll probably be 6-time SA champ.
Fantastic.
So it started like then 2016, that's when I went into the team, the national team, and represent South Africa in Angola for the Zone 5s. And I think that was the year where coach was like, if you win this, and then you can decide to go pro, or you'll see what happens. From there, I went. It was really tough. It was a tough one, but I won it, thanks to God. And I brought the medalist home. And then I think I had 1 or 2 more years in the amateurs. And then from that time, I think Billy spoken to Chef and introduced me to Uncle Chef with Flo Samba. Because Flo Samba used to come and train us there. And he used to tell me, there's other people that will look after you when I'm not around,
Well, that's fantastic, Ricardo. So you're basically an 8-time South African amateur champion.
Yes.
Thanks for telling us about that, because a lot of people look at a professional boxer like you, who's a good pro, and they forget that you started doing this when you were 8 years old. You were training when you were a baby.
Definitely.
And you've been groomed all these years. Well, you're 24 years old now. You're a brilliant pro. Let's talk about your professional career now. So now we got a massive fight coming up at Empress Palace on the 18th of March. Pedal at the Palace on a Golden Gloves tournament. Golden Gloves is once again giving you a big opportunity, but this time the opportunity is actually massive for you. You're fighting a guy that's called the Wild Beast, Adrian Lerasan. He's number 24 in BoxRec, but he's number 10 in the WBC. So that's fantastic. You're number 33 on BoxRec and not rated in the top 20 yet by WBC. But this is your massive opportunity for you now. If you beat Adrian Lerasan on the 18th of March, you're going to the top 10 in the world in the WBC. Talk to us about how you feel about that.
First I want to thank Uncle Brian, Jeff Ellison, Marco, and the whole team, Rodney Berman, for the opportunity. I think this is it's every boxer's opportunity to have. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the biggest opportunity where you don't sleep on it. You dream about it. You wake up, you think about it. So I'm grateful for this opportunity, and
it's like pinch yourself to know that it's, well, let me pinch you.
Just to say, are you alive,
You're already fighting number 10 in the WBC.
When I'm sparring in the ring, and I get caught those hard 2 punches, I'm like, I don't feel it now, because you know what? I have a big opportunity. I'll leave that punch. Just learn from it. Just learn from it. Don't get caught again. So it's a very great opportunity for me, Uncle Brian. And, for my fans out there, probably also been waiting for this time for me to come and show the world that what I'm capable of. I wouldn't say I did this to just end here.
It's about opportunities, isn't it? And it's a stepping stone boxing. You've got to first do like you did, be a good amateur, and then become a professional. Brian. And now you, as a professional, you've had 12 fights. You've only had 2 losses. Those 2 losses were very close decisions against champion fighters. Could have gone either way.
Yes,
so you've had 10 wins. You've had 8 knockouts in your 10 wins. You've done your dues. That's how I feel.
Brian.
I feel like when people ask me now as your manager, is Ricardo Malajika ready to fight number 10 in the world? I say yes, definitely. Because you've come of age now. You are ready to show South Africa and to show Empress Palace and promoter of Golden Gloves, Rodney Berman, that you are ready to face the best in the world.
Definitely.
And this is your opportunity.
So coming to that, Uncle Brian, I'm not getting managed to someone that doesn't know nothing about boxing. I'm very grateful for my manager. My manager is one of the biggest stars in SAs. So I'll be very grateful that it's not someone that just got into the game and said, I'm leading you this way. No, he's been here. He's been a world champion. He's proven to South Africa that he's put in the work. So for me, getting guidance from my manager is a very great opportunity.
Thank you, Ricardo. Let's talk about your trainer, Vusi Matola. I mean, last year, you must have had a 90% winning record. He's just done so well, out of obviously our Brian Mitchell gym. And Vusi Matola is the chief trainer, and he's fantastic. He's
definitely, Uncle Brian.
How do you feel working with Vusi Matola?
No, I think my team made a great choice by taking him as a coach. He's fixed me right. He's sharpened me right. I had mistakes from the amateurs what I grew with, and he's taken it and folded and said, yeah, you can do this when you want to play around. This is not a playing game. So I'm grateful for Coach Vusi Matola. He's one of the best coaches in South Africa. He has young stars. You know what I'm saying? He's grooming us as a father at the gym. That gym, we go to the gym. We have a sir there. We know that he's my master. He knows what he's doing. He's been in the ring with so many boxers that's been champions. So I'm also thankful for him and grateful for working with him is a very great.
And obviously in the gym as well, you've got a good young pedigree of guys like yourself, who's 24 coming through the ranks. You got young Keanu Koopman,
Yes,
you've got young
yes.
Bevan Sabanda, you've got Shavante Koopman, you've got Rourke Knapp, of course. Rourke Knapp on the same bill as you pedal at the Palace, and Rourke Knapp's fighting a guy called Ahmed Al Moussaï from France, who's a terrific fighter as well. He's had 39 fights, only 4 losses. It's a big fight for Rourke Knapp on the same show as you. And we look forward to a fantastic tournament on the 18th of March at Empress Palace. The last words from you, nicknamed the Magic Man. What do you plan on doing to Adrian Lerasan?
Uncle Brian, from the stars that's in the gym, it's going to be a very big night for all of us and my partners in the gym. But I tell them, since they're my partners and I can't fight them, I'll never be their weight divisions. But what I can do is steal the night from them, so that's the only challenge I'll have with them. So I'm basically going out there to basically have a big win and steal the night. Let me shine for the day. I want my partners to say, he did say that he's coming to steal the show. So I'm going there to steal the show. And for my fans and them, I'll be shining bright in case they can come with sunglasses.
Fantastic. Magic Man, we'll look forward to doing many more interviews with you as you go into that WBC top 10.
Definitely.
And become one of the exciting young stars of South African boxing.
Ricardo
Malajika, the Magic Man. From me, Brian Mitchell, thank you for watching.